I actually had a speech prepared, but one, you can't follow that act, and two, that I lose my reputation as a man of few words. So we'll just get started. We really had, you can say, two halves of the season, because we started out, we struggled quite a bit. But, you know, Coach Daniels and I saw there was progression. The players were getting better. They were actually doing what we wanted them to do, playing the way we were asked them to play. And then the second half of the league, we really caught fire. I think everybody grasped what Coach Majidi has asked us to pass along to the players, and they started to play offensively and pitching-wise the way that we would like to see them play. In the second half of the season, we went 5-2. So we also realized the first player I want to introduce played, second base for us. He missed part of the season, came back, and we were kind of worried about how he would be, but he stepped right in. He played just flawless, phenomenal second base, second half of the league. I would consider him the best second baseman in our league. It'd be nice for everyone to just see some of the plays that he's capable of making. David Centeno. Our next player was a freshman we brought up actually to get through a tournament because we were thin on pitching. We had some injuries. He played so well that we kept him up. He actually didn't pitch much after that, but hit the ball well. He played several positions. He played first base and third base very well, and then it was later I found out that he says all he ever played before was the outfield. But he is someone to keep an eye on. He's going to be an excellent player. He's got a shot this year to really do some damage. That's Jeff Coney. This next player, we really had high hopes. It was very hard for Coach Daniels and myself to give out awards because they're really, I'm sorry. One more person I need to introduce.
Raise your hand, you're still on the team.
One more person I need to introduce right now, who playoffs, teams that didn't win a game, teams that won almost all their games, but I've never coached a group of student athletes that was as fun to be around and as enjoyable as this group. These students put the class ahead of the game, but yet when they come out on the field, they're all business. They do everything they're asked to do. They don't complain, they work hard, they take the game seriously, but at the same time, they're doing their job in the classroom, which is the number one thing. And it's just the funnest group I've ever been, the greatest group of young men I've ever coached, win or lose. This is literally the team that you did not win a game with, we still have fun, and the great thing was that we were successful. And I just want to thank all of you guys, especially you guys that we couldn't give an award to. I want to thank you guys for being the greatest group of student athletes I've ever been around. Award was was a person who, although he couldn't be here tonight, played every position on the field but pitcher and shortstop. He never missed a practice. Again, never complained about playing time. Worked hard. Player was someone when Coach Daniels and I looked at him at the beginning of the year, although we were familiar with him, we both said all the talent that you could want in an athlete, but he has to really work to become a baseball player. He did. He asked after every at bat, every time in the field, what he could do to get better, what he needed to improve. He worked at it. He changed. He did everything we asked him to do, and by the time we moved him to the leadoff spot, again, that was the time that he took off and won 6 games in a row. He was a great help in that run. Again, just a super person, a great athlete, Eric Stone. There's the word I wish I could give to everybody on the team, but our MVP is E.J. Edmondson. And that concludes our portion. I'd like to thank the players for being a great group. I'd like to thank the parents. We had great parent support. Again, it's great to be able to be far away from your home and look in the stands and see that you sometimes have more people rooting for your team than the home school. And believe me, we had that sometimes this year. I'd also like to thank Coach Majetti again for giving me the opportunity to coach and to coach such great student athletes. This, again, was the funnest year that I've had in 20 years of coaching, and I thank the parents and the players for that. Thanks, everyone.